So, you say you want a free weekend? Well, here you go. It is the start of the free weekend for Orbus. What's that mean? What's that mean? You got a Rift? Get that Oculus home? You go ahead and you get on there, get yourself some free Orbus. It's like a $40 game for free for a whole weekend? What? What a bargain. Can't beat free. All right, so it's going to be fucking pandemonium. Let's get in there and hate ourselves. Also, I'm excited. Going to be a new dragon in my tank. Goody goody gumdrops. What's that? It's the same fucking dragon. God damn it. Is he at least bigger? Oh, he is. Size 7. Extra thick. So, looks like the only thing that changed was his secondary coloring. The dominant applied to the recessive, that's the brown, was brown-red. And his size went up. So, not as exciting as I would have liked him to have been. But that's alright, they can't all be winners. Some of them are just downright losers, you know? Where's my treats? Where's my snacks? Need 3 snacks? 3 snacks. Them there. This guy, he's pretty fucking big, I will admit that. This is the difference between a size 6, size 7. So kind of neat. You big boy. Snack it down. Alright, he's good to go. You want to get down? Curious. Maybe... You idiot. What if... Just dodges my snacks for him. I'm kind of thinking what I might do, even though it's not exactly what I want. Hang on. I might take this guy, who I just got today, and this guy, because that's a size 6, that's a size 6. So I've got one that's an interesting color, and one that's slightly bigger. I might get a big boy out of this. I like the sounds of the double big boy action. You can actually kind of see in the tank, they do have a slight representation that he's a bit larger, so that's cool. So hopefully what I get out of these two is a size 8 who is purple, and I guess he's definitely going to be brown, unless maybe I'll get a mutation because it's all brown. It's brown, 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 brown. And because it's brown and red, hopefully I'm getting red? I don't know. The big thing is I hope they make something bigger. And purple would be cool. Maybe some of the recessive traits showing up, that kind of stuff. That guy's hungry. I might as well feed him, since he's in there anyways. And this one was basically exactly the same as the first ones. The only thing that happened with him was all of his primary and secondary coloring, the dominant applied to the recessive or copied over to the recessive, or however you want to say it. So that's sort of interesting. I need to throw that in my chest. Let's go do that. Let's see if any of my stuff's sold. And let's get ready for pandemonium. It's going to be loud out there. There's probably going to be a lot of people talking. Ooh, but before we do that, let's check our potions. Nope, no dice. No dice, Grandma. Okay, so we got all the house stuff sorted out. Let's see what's what out here.
Oh no, I never talking to you.
Oh, Jesus.
No one. You people need
Yeah,
help.
we are standing up here like preparing our
Holy
dragons, I think.
frick.
Like showing off our dragons.
There's a lot of people on today.
I think you will have a new baby in like 10 minutes.
But this one is huge. It's much bigger than the other
Oh,
one.
it's Daynab, it's community manager.
It's a size 7 dragon.
Oh, I didn't know that
I
was
actually have a
as well.
question for you. Are
yeah.
we getting a mute all button
Okay.
for this weekend?
There's no mute all, but there is a bubble if you want to kind of mute everyone around you for a while.
Oh, I guess I could
Press-
just turn the voice settings down. That works too.
Yeah, you can turn the voice down too.
I just imagine 1,000 people.
Oh.
running through here. I'm just gonna be like, oh,
Well,
help
it will
me."
be. It probably won't be more than.
Burnator,
this
you got the
because
right
it's
idea,
got
fish
for-
bro.
What's up? So you won't see more.
I like
people
the
with
hash.
this.
Like
Fish
the color.
boys.
I'm lagging here right now.
Oh, hey, Rickness.
You guys need
Everyone
help.
put on their fishing gear.
Yeah, that's how you.
I can hear you.
That's how you show you're down with the community.
You need help? You can ask that guy. So you can do
Come on,
his
Rickness, where's your fish
You know
hat?
how to take screenshots in game?
If you're on Oculus, I don't know that there's a way. I've never found.
Yeah,
a
your
way
mic is off. I
personally.
can't hear you.
Oof.
You're trying to talk.
I use when I try to take screenshots.
You don't have a mic.
What I want to do is have a look at these. Okay, so damaged Daynab. So Daynab is the community manager. Not sure who those two guys are. Outlander and Orbane. So those are the ones I want to look for. Those are the dev team. There may be other dev team members that haven't listed their in-game name. And let's see, did we sell any of our artificing sets? No, not yet. Bummer. Bummer, dude. And invisibility potions, doesn't look like I sold any of those either. Let's pop that in there. I need to get some more dyes. I need some B, and I need some purple. I need a few different things. I sold something. What did I sell for 1,000? A lime. Oh, I sold a lime dye. Interesting. Well, that makes up for the stuff I needed to make some potions yesterday. Still need to get a few more things. And I want to go and check. I don't think that they do this, but I want to check if the pet vendor person. Get him, dude. You got this. Come on. Stick with it. Go, go.
No, that dude's gonna totally kill me. No way. For some reason, it's not hitting him.
So what happened is you kind of got to his kite range. All the animals or creatures or whatever have a kite range that you can kind of stop them chasing you at. So were your hits not hitting him? Is that what you said?
No, they were touching him, but they weren't hitting. I don't know why.
Okay, show me again. I'll give you a hand if.
I'm too far away now, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Here, come a little bit closer. About like here. Might still be too far with that one. So that one, it faded out before it actually hit him.
Right.
There you go. Oh. Just stick with it. We'll take him down. There you go.
So it happened again. I never. It went, but it didn't go. It didn't go anywhere. I don't know.
I didn't see. That's
I
kind of
think you
weird.
actually killed it.
No, mine missed it. Yours was the one that actually took it down. Here, let's go do another one.
Maybe
I'm
it's
kind of
doing
curious
it.
to see if.
See it.
Yeah. That one you just were over top of him.
Yeah. I was trying to cast and guide it at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't quite got that down yet.
It's pretty tricky. I'm not very good at doing it.
But from what I've read, I guess sometime in the future I'll be able to guide it with my other hand.
No, that's I think it's a level. So if you look at your inventory, and it opens up like your character and equipment, up at the top you can see talents. If you click on that, it's actually level 5. So you only have to hit level 5 before you can get that. It's that one called Lend a Hand.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Yeah, so every 5 levels you're able to unlock one of those options. And you may find that Lend a Hand is kind of tricky to use, and it's not something you'll really like using. Lend a Hand might be kind of tricky to use for you. I found it to be sort of tough. This character's really high. I'm going to switch to my ranger. There you go. Nice. It seems like your hits are all kind of going through properly, so I'm not sure what was happening.
I haven't seen it do it again, but over there, I saw it twice, but you know, maybe it's just a glitch, you know.
So was it like it was hitting them and not doing anything? Is that what you're kind of seeing?
That's what it looked like, yeah.
I wonder if maybe it just wasn't actually hitting their hitbox and it might have been hitting the ground or something. That sometimes happens.
It might have been, yeah.
Damn.
Definitely tricky.
Hey, Winston. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's the free weekend, so I figured I'd do my part.
Oh, see, I missed him that time. Where's he going?
So sometimes with their pathing, he's probably going to go all the way around all those trees and then come up. It's sort of weird. Only specific enemies will end up doing it. But yeah, then he hit his kite range right there and went back. Maybe just come down over here. So there's actually a really good spell that you can combine with that one. It's pretty easy to do, and I think you get it from up here. Yeah, so out in the world, you'll see these little stone pillars. Some of them are teleport pillars, and some of them are like spell pillars. So this one's a teleport pillar. So if you just kind of like wave at it or move up near it, it'll right on this side here. Come around, you can see it. There's a list of places you can teleport, and it'll cost you a rune mage reagent. That's those things that look sort of like red torches in your inventory. So when you click on those, if you have a rune mage reagent, it'll teleport you to whichever locations you've discovered, and you may not have discovered any other ones yet.
I've only got two reagents.
Yeah. So what I'll do is, if you follow me back here, there's a spell shrine for Ice Lance, and it's a really good one to combine with Ice Bolt.
What are these things up here?
These ones are bandits. This is sort of a bandit camp up here. And if they attack you, I'll help defend. But if you stay along the edge, you probably won't take aggro. Yeah. So then all the way back behind this bandit camp in the very back corner, there's another spell totem hidden back there. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you take out your journal by flipping your compass over, you can hold your journal up to these like totems or whatever, and it'll learn that spell into your book. And then you can hit the little wand icon underneath your book, and it'll flip to your spell page. And in there, you can kind of see what they are. And then on the shrine itself, it actually shows you what the spell is. And it'll take a little while to get the hang of how it works because the spells aren't exactly how they draw them sometimes. So try making your point at the top a little bit more shallow, like less pointed and more kind of like wider. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
You can
there
see
you go.
that? Oh,
Yep.
that worked.
I can't see the full spell, but I can kind of see how you're tracing it out, so I have a pretty good idea.
I got you. That's too deep. Nope, I got it.
Yep. So if you do your frostbolt, you'll see underneath the enemy's name they get a little blue icon, and it's like the icon is like a face blowing wind or something like that. Like it's a cold effect, like a cold and slow effect. So when they have that effect, Ice Lance does more damage to them. So you want to hit them with a Frostbolt and then an Ice Lance. So that's a good combo to work on. And one tip I could give you for casting that is, I often I'll do it like this. Like this will be my Frost 2 that I do, which is sort of like the F.
Right.
And then if you do the Ice Lance, do just that same top part of the Frost F, and then add on another line.
Oh.
And it sometimes makes it a little bit quicker to do because you're making the same starting motion for it.
Yeah, good tip.
Yeah. So if you combine those two, and you can usually get, if you can consistently cast Ice Lance, you can do 3 Ice Lances after doing the Ice Bolt before that effect wears off on the enemy. So it's a pretty good little combo to try out. If you want, go ahead and do it on one of these guys, and I can defend you. Because I think these guys might be like a level 5 or something.
Let's see. Uh-oh, got 2 of them.
All right, just focus on the guy with the effect there. Okay, so now the effect wore off. Oh shit! Sorry.
Kill me.
Just stay there. I'll give you a resurrection. 1 sec.
You can do that already?
Yeah, it's a 3-part kind of complicated ritual thing. It requires casting 3 different spells back to back, and then it costs a reagent.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll save you a little bit of a run back.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of different spells that you can learn. So keep an eye out for these different totems around, and use your book to learn them. And there's actually the place where you got your wand from. In there, you can grab 4 different spells into your book, I think.
I got those.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So on the other side, there's actually a fireworks spell, which is, I'm not great at casting it, but it's just
I
a non.
that one. That's the
looks
house-looking thing, right?
Yeah, it looks like a house. Yeah. That one's kind of tricky to do. I'm not very good at consistently casting it, but that's it right there. And it doesn't do any damage or anything. It's just kind of a cosmetic fun thing to do. Kind of the same with. How does it look like this? This is the light spell. Yeah, nice. Good job. Yeah, so this is the light spell. It just is a floating orbital light.
That's cool.
So,
someone taught me this. Let's see if I can do it. No, it's like a weird H.
oh, okay, yeah, so that one, the way you want to do it is kind of like a capital handwriting H, like start at the bottom and go up, loop it over and across, and then down. Oops. There you go. And that's
I have not been
arcane
able to
ray.
cast that one.
It's pretty tough. Try making it a little bit wider than you think you should. Like, but the space between the two vertical lines, make it a bit wider. And make sure the tail on the horizontal goes like a little bit out. Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit closer. Just make sure the vertical line on the right side isn't right on the edge of the line. It's in a little bit. And you'll be a little bit more consistent with it. It's all about finding the shape that like works.
Yeah, this one is one I have not been able to get yet.
Try, so here, I'll just step inside your body here. Just look out straight. So if you follow the path of my wand, this is where I'm going to start drawing.
Okay.
Like, try making that loop on the left a little bit bigger. And make sure the line on the right side is very vertical.
Mm.
It'll take some practice, but when you kind of get a feel for how it's supposed to look, once you get it, you understand why it worked. There you go. Right on. So now when you shoot that one, it's a sort of like an AoE blast, like, and you can aim it around.
Oh, cool.
And there's a variation on that. If you do the same one and then put a V underneath the horizontal line, you just got to make sure it touches that horizontal line. It's kind of a tricky one to get. Yeah. There you go. So this one is Arcane Bomb. So when you do this one, it's an AoE blast. There you go. Awesome. So that one is good if you want to pull a bunch of mobs, or if you're strong enough to take out a bunch of mobs. But right now, the biggest thing, especially if you're running solo, is to get really good at doing that Frost 2 with the F, followed by Ice Lance, and then just keep doing that Ice Lance until the effect wears off. And I mean,
Get the hang of that Ice Lance.
it's a little bit tricky, but once you get it, it makes quite a bit of sense as to the shape of it. So it's a pretty good idea to focus on those ones, but all of the spells have a certain thing with them. So if you look, like, I don't know if you really played around with the different levels of Ice Bolt. I think this one is Ice Bolt 1, I think.
Yeah, it's the M, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of hard. It's go less wide than you think you should. Make it more of like a squish stem. Anyways, when you shoot the level 1 spells, they don't do as much damage, but they travel faster and further. So if you compare where that one fell off to Ice Bolt 2, Ice Bolt 2 goes a little bit slower, and it cuts off a little bit sooner. And then all the way up to Ice Bolt 3, if I can get that.
That's the line going through, right?
Yeah, Ice Bolt 3 travels real slow, and it falls off quite a bit shorter. And Ice Bolt 3 is tough. I mean, I honestly wouldn't even spend your time working on it too much. Because once you get Ice Bolt 2 down, then you know that the F portion of Ice Bolt 3 is good, and you can just focus on the line. But the tips I can give you for that one, if you do want to work on it, is make sure that your line that intersects it is the same length as the vertical portion of the F.
Same length as the vertical portion. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but once you kind of get it, it makes a little bit more sense. So it's quite. So that one is Decurse. What that does is if there's a poison effect on somebody, you can use that to break that curse or that poison effect. And that one, basically what it looks like, how you're supposed to draw it, is sort of like an angular E, like zigzag up and down. Sorry, that's Decurse. What did you just cast? And then, Mana Shield. So when you make a vertical line and then put a diamond in the middle of it, That's a mana shield. So you can see if you look, and you,
That's this one, right?
yeah. So if you cast that on me, look underneath my name when you cast it. You'll see a sort of hand blocking arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mana shield.
How can you tell if you've got something on yourself?
It's kind of tricky with some of the classes, but on your wand, if you look underneath the green line, you can see that same hand icon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I saw that.
Yeah. There you go.
Look at that. All
Yep.
right.
And so they don't really explain it that well, but that orange bar underneath the green bar is actually your super building up. So the more things you hit and kill and whatnot will build your super up. And when you want to use your super, when that bar is full, you hold in both triggers, and it'll like cast the spell into your wand, and then you use the casting button, trackpad if you're on Vive, and I can't remember what does it on the Rift, but whatever you normally cast with, you would use that to shoot off your ultimate, and it's like a powerful single shot thing.
Interesting. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, once that orange bar is filled up, then you can do it, or yellow bar, whatever it is.
I've got to run. I've got to go pick up my daughter.
No worries, man. Hopefully
maybe I'll
that
see
stuff
around
helps
then,
you
man. I
out.
appreciate all the tips, man.
Yeah, no worries. All right.
See you around.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later.
Where's my crystal?
Okay, so that's kind of going to be the name of the game today. I want to help out some newbies. It's going to be a pretty... I look down to my watch and I don't have it on. My Garmin watch, I can wear that thing for like 3 weeks without charging it up. And so I never charge it up. And then I'm like, oh, why is it turned off? Yeah, that's why. Anyways, so it's going to be a shorter stream today. I have League tonight, so I'm going to be probably another like 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. So we don't really have a lot of time to get into anything too major. I got the pets breeding. I checked the potions. If you're still watching when I'm ready to sign off, please do remind me to check my potions. I probably will remember, but if I don't, I want to just be sure that I don't miss them. Actually, while I'm out and about running around, I'm gonna quickly run through the jungle. Gonna run through the jungle and see if I can get me some Linstanium. Same thing as usual. I don't really need it that much right now. I do need it, I guess. Linstanium I'm kind of limited on, but I haven't sold any of my other artificing sets yet, so I'm not too concerned. Hopefully I do soon. Though I could make some other ones. I have a pretty good idea on the mage sets and the ranger sets. But those are very kind of unique to what you do in those classes. I mean, if you're a mage that just constantly casts Fireball too, you're going to use a completely different set of tiles than people who do Frost, Ice, Lance, Affliction, things like that. And if you're using the perk that the diversity one, where casting 3 different kinds of spells gives you a damage boost on the 3rd spell, that's going to be a certain type of tile set as well. And I think that's probably one of the ones that would be the most powerful on. For example, if you're always going to cast Affliction 2 or Affliction 2. Let's say Affliction 2 is your go-to 3rd symbol cast in the diversity build. you're gonna probably want to. Should probably put that on so I don't draw aggro. You're gonna probably want to make the single rune that you use that does more damage be that affliction too. And I kind of like the idea of building out a mage that's based entirely around using affliction. The damage boost that you get off of it, I don't know if the extra damage it gives is a damage over time or a single individual impact damage, which kind of makes it interesting. I'd like to play around with that one for sure. Probably gonna have to fight this guy. No? Sweet. Think I've got all of it. I don't really need any of the Blue Moon Spore that bad. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, wow. We're at like 2.5 times the amount of people who are normally on this time of day. The free weekend has already more than doubled and will probably triple within the next hour or two. The amount of people online in-game playing. And that's what I'm like really excited about. I mean, it can. The thing with a free weekend is you can end up having people that just come into the game and mess around and troll and blah 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 because they don't really know what to do and they don't really care. They're not tied to the game. They have no plans on buying it, etc. But it can also bring in more active players who are, they've just been waiting for a chance to try out the game, and so when they get in, they hit the ground running. They're out there trying to do everything that they can to see if they like the game. And I think a lot of people with this free weekend are probably going to come in with the expectation that they're probably going to be able to like power level a character over the weekend. And it's just not true. I mean, you're going to be able to do some pretty sizable leveling if you play a ton. Come on. Nice. You'd definitely be able to get some leveling in, and certainly if you're playing with a group and you were all committed to playing a lot, you could definitely make some serious progress in the quests, in leveling, just all around, because if you got a full group of people, it's a lot easier to progress through things. And I just really hope that the people who are taking advantage of the free weekend stick around to at least do that first dungeon. When I did that first dungeon, that was when, for me, I was like, damn, this game is awesome. When you get to that end chamber, after going through that long hallway, and you see the bridge with the big stone archway and the I don't know, there's like some dragon heads or something up top or something like that. I can't remember. But you get all that stuff, and it's like finally the game feels like it's giving you a real sense of scale, because you haven't come out here and seen the trees in here and stuff. You've gotten like sort of the basic gist of the layout of the land and stuff, but you don't really feel that sense of immersion and wow, look at this, until you get into that dungeon, in my opinion. So that's kind of a fun thing. And I hope the people who take advantage of the free weekend stick with it until then, and don't say, well, it's like an endless grind or whatever, because while the game does have a serious grind in it, it is a really, really, really awesome game, and it's just fun as hell once you get going in it. And I think the one major disadvantage people will be at is if they solo play for quite a long time. Like, I solo played until I got to that first dungeon, and that was a mistake. It really was. I would have been having a lot more fun if I would have like grouped up with some people in town right away and been like, hey, you clearly have also just started the game. Do you want to grind with me and do some leveling and stuff and go through our quests and all that jazz? It would have been a lot better, especially for me as a warrior. Like, I mean, it took me quite a long time to learn, like an embarrassingly long time to learn the warrior combos, how and when to use them, and even just stuff like the shield bash. I didn't realize when I was using it was triggering because of like my shield interfering or whatever, but I didn't really realize what was causing that to happen. And once I kind of got an understanding of what the different symbols meant on my shield and stuff, I gained a much bigger respect for the game. It took me a while to really get a feel for doing the motions of swinging through those sword combos, and hit detection was even worse then than it is now, and I still think it's bad. It's better, I guess, but it still needs a lot of work. But I think that it's kind of interesting how you can go into a game and a core mechanic isn't really explained to you. Like most MMOs, you're so used to when you start playing the game, it has like the tooltips, like, did you know swinging your sword left, right, up, whatever is going to make you do a provoke combo, which will cause you to take aggro, and you're like, huh? But in this game, there's nothing really like that, which is kind of fun, but also kind of like annoying. I like it though. I like the unforgiving elements of this game. You know what? I'm gonna make a quick rip down here, and hopefully they haven't harvested all of these reed flutes. Actually, another thing I haven't really mentioned with this is, if the player base goes up in this game, they're going to seriously need to bump up the spawn rates of some of the harvestables, because it's going to be a nightmare to harvest anything if you've got 300 people competing for these same reed flutes. Instead, I'll just take them all. Suckers. You know what I need to do? I need to go make a giant potion, a growth potion, and get big. That's always a fun time. Let's see what I need for that, baby. Giant potion. So cactus, Sadazarin, Chitral, Weeping Croto, catfish. No problem. I can make a few of those. Nice. You know what I think? I think they wanted to get in the sound effects for those red tails and blue tails as soon as they could, so that for the free weekend there were sound effects for the animals up in there. Yet none of the other ones really have them. That's kind of funny. That guy's listening to audiobooks. You know, honestly, I'd listen to audiobooks the entire time I play if it wasn't for the fact that, boom, copyrights, boom, copyrights.
Oh, look at this. A little pet.
Giant kill.
Okay, so what do we need? We need cactus. Cactus, Sedazoran. I'm only going to be able to make 4, so I only need 8 of these. The rest back. Chitril, Weeping Crota. Where's that? Cactus, Sedazern, Chitril, Weeping Crota, Catfish. Yeah, it would be cool if the giant potion, when you aged it, made you tiny. That'd be an awesome effect. It takes quite a while to make. Waiting for those reds and greens takes a substantial amount of time. Whoa. Stepping on my cable. Do. Wonder what happens when you take a giant growth potion in the house. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
I do.
All right.
Being two dragon is a two character. Yeah, this is see the guild I have. That's my crew guild right there. Alright, I'll see you later. And to start,
Oh, so that's what
yeah, that's what.
you're always hiding.
I'm curious if they got rid of all of the objects that are outside that you can pick up.
Who's that guy? The other day.
I really want. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to find some kind of an object that I can pick up and hold with me. While I take a growth potion so that I can make that object big. I don't remember how they did it in Nova. I don't remember. They used a bottle, but I can't remember where the bottle came from. There's a pretty funny video of it. The bottle incident. And they just kept making it bigger and bigger. It was pretty funny.
Oh shit, dude. Oh, I got a bow.
I don't know if there's anything out here. I don't think there is.
Oh shit, yeah, I just saw you shoot and miss. I just missed.
Look at all these people killing stuff. This is great.
Rabbit behind you.
Maybe the chef's house. Can you pull stuff out of the chef's house? I don't think I've ever actually tried that.
Maybe later I'll come back on VR, but I don't know, I just play some 2D for
Oh, maybe. Oh, I want those sour bells.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, Chief.
Oh, Chief, it's Chef. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Hey, Chief.
Just give him the friggin' mute. Just mute.
Yep.
How do you select it?
All right.
I'm curious.
Let me transfer this to my account.
Okay.
Hey, it's damage. That's one of the team members. I can't remember which he is. Shit. Hey, Solo. All right, let's see if any of that. That just made a big mess. I was hoping maybe one of those was bugged out. Oh, that's the one I want. There we go. Shit. I watched that one fly out of my hand. Uh-oh. I think I might have encountered the loading bug. Yeah. We'll quickly reset the game. Excuse me.
The shards.
Yeah, the shards.
Took me 63 to get charge strikes in my build.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Glimmering.
Wow.
That is
Bad luck,
exceptionally
I know.
bad luck.
I know. I wanted it though. I had to get it.
God, I
It was
hate
a
that my
tier
size
6,
1
so
looks
it's good enough for
identical
now.
to your size 2.
It's not that. What's a little smaller?
I
It's a
don't,
little size 1 sea dragon too.
Right. I think the sea dragons are just a little bit bigger overall.
Bad size 1, you should be smaller than that.
ooh, that one's cool.
It's a Kickstarter dragon. It doesn't count.
It's still cool.
Yeah. That's totally fair.
Can you breed the Kickstarter dragons? Is it like
You can, but they get default colors. Like it won't be
Oh,
yellow or purple.
that
It'll
sucks.
just be like brown, red.
I got on my sea dragon the
Adventure Master, for real?
what's it called? The recessive trait is purple as a main color, so I'm trying to get that one to come out.
Gotcha.
That'd be pretty cool if I could get jungle green and purple.
If you get a black and purple one, you let me know, man.
Yeah, black and purple would be amazing. I was saying I'm pretty sure the colors for the pets are gonna end up being the same as the dye colors, in that the standard white and black are gonna be the most rare and expensive.
Well, there's already a white recessive out there.
Is there? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, saw a picture. It's not on it, but it's just like the recessive gene.
I don't want to sell any of mine yet because I need some breeding stock.
Yeah. This one I have is gonna be a good breeder for the green on the
Yeah.
side and red, because those are both recessive and the main gene.
Yeah, if I can get,
There.
I got my main, the first one I
The guy
did.
from Final Fantasy.
Which guy?
That guy with the big hat. The
Big
mage.
hat.
Oh,
Yeah, it's from the Final Fantasy mage.
those big hats always make me think of Big Hat Logan from the Dark Souls series. Just a big floppy hat, and I guess in Dark Souls 3 the Crystal Mages, because they're disciples of Big Hat Logan. But yeah, that's when I first saw that hat. When I don't know who got it first, Alphabet or somebody, but when they first posted pictures of it, I was like, oh snap, Big Cat Logan. And it's funny. I was gonna make a post about it, but Logan, I guess, stopped playing this game, and because I don't know, somebody posted in that like in memorandum thread or whatever. Hey, Carly.
Uh-huh.
And somebody posted one of Logan, and that was like right before I saw the pictures of the big hat, and I was gonna be like, oh, Logan, finally a hat for you. That's funny.
Par contre, je crois qu'il y a R2 des deux à ici. Alright guys, I'm gonna run grab some treats. If I totally disappear, it means I rejoin to a different instance.
Cool.
So,
But how do you
See you guys in a
reckon
bit.
this
Yes, yeah.
happen?
Hey, wait a second. No, I want to know what he just said.
What?
How do you do that?
What?
Can we
do you
switch
do what?
the instance we're in?
you can, if you're with someone or you're trying to meet up with someone who's in a different instance, you can do like a looking for group post. And if they invite you to their party, you can like go into your house and back out, and you'll join the instance they're in. But there's no way to like manually pick between the instances.
Did
Are we gonna be able to
Oh.
world hop eventually?
I don't know if
I
that
don't
was
know.
ever the intent. I think so. Riley said they increased the like server size limitations. Does that mean the shard sizes are larger too?
Help.
Or is
I
or is-
think so. The shard sizes I think are still 100.
okay?
I don't think they increased that
Yeah.
any.
I'm
Interesting.
curious, so it's 100.
Hey, it's a good time for this.
That sweet fishing hat. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh, look out!
How
Mm.
the hell do you do this?
Here it comes.
Oh, wait a minute.
Big Boys Club.
Here we go.
What's up?
There, I invited you to a party.
It's a giant.
Hey, do you guys need some help over there or what? You guys need a little hand?
We're good.
You sure? I mean, I think I can get them. Yeah,
How
let's
do you-
get some red tails.
Whoa. How
Hey,
on earth?
You need a hand? You need a hand? I can help out. I can help out. You guys need help? Oh man, look out, he's killing you. Do you need some help? Get him. Yeah, get him.
I got money.
Oh no, dude. You just should have asked. I'm right here. That's the giant potion, Winston. That's why I made those giant growth potions. They're pretty hilarious to see other people using them because they get so big.
Qu'ils expliquent rien.
Yeah, nobody needed my help, I guess. That was pretty funny. That's the best part about using the giant growth potion this weekend is most people haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the Nova big bottle incident. Where did you guys get that bottle from? I was looking around to try and find
The over by Lakewood, not Lakewood.
Can you bring it all the way
keep
back
on
here?
this track. Yeah, you can carry him.
Oh, nice. I'm going to get that
Not that
bottle and
door.
make it big. I'll be right back. You know, I kind of had a feeling it might have been over by Lakewood. So this is a fun little thing you can do where if you're holding the bottle and you drink your potion, it makes you and the bottle bigger. And then you can put the bottle down and it stays big. It doesn't shrink down back with you if you've dropped it. So you can keep doing that and making it bigger and bigger. It'd be awesome if you could supersize a stag or something like that. Or being able to like inject potions, that'd be a pretty fun mechanic in this game. Okay, so it's that bottle back there. It's flying all willy-nilly. Alright. No dropsies. Make sure I got a good firm grip on it. Oh, this is going to be tough. It's gonna be good. Oh shit. Shit. Okay, good. Still good.
You have to pull out your weapon.
Okay. It depends on whatever weapon you're using.
I don't know. I never saw
Forgot to
Francis.
save your stream.
Hello.
Pretty sure that was you.
How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I can't hear you.
Got my beverage.
Oh, you got your beverage? I need a beverage.
I got my beverage.
Johnny B,
if
you know,
remember
you know what you
seeing me on
do?
stream.
You save your saliva and swallow it.
Okay.
later.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Look. Look.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
That makes sense.
I want more beverage.
Oh, I swallow my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, save up your saliva
I was
and
playing
then
with the
you
loo.
swallow it.
Hey,
Oh,
there should be enough for both of us
I
now.
remember seeing your name in the chat.
There should be enough
Are you
for
making
both.
it big?
I'm making it big. Can you
Hey,
pick
man,
it up
you
when
didn't
it's
say
this
that right.
size?
I can't see it. Otherwise, I would.
Oh, you
But I have a
can't see that.
question.
It's so good though.
Since earlier Dingnap came on, and then you're next. Who's coming on next?
Yeah, we have to be
Oh, we're
logged
not
in
taking
the same like
turns.
instance or
You guys
whatever.
are taking turns. Who's
We all
coming up
see it.
next?
Oh, weird.
No, we're not taking turns. I don't know. I was hoping Riley'd make an appearance at some point.
What
Maybe he's
level
here
is
in
he?
disguise.
Oh,
I'm
Riley,
gonna
where
run
are
around.
you?
Riley!
Riley,
where are you
Riley,
at?
where are you, Riley? Riley.
You're Riley. You have to be.
I'll find my body again.
No, this is Riley,
Riley.
right here. Halimar's Riley, because I've never seen him before.
Riley, what are you
No, I'm
doing?
not.
Riley, come here.
Hero? Nope.
Oh man,
Riley, come
He
here.
wasn't done yet.
this thing's gonna be so big.
How many of you have potion for a giant thing?
It's so big.
People. Hey, everybody, it's Riley.
What happened?
Oh man, this is good. It's a giant growth potion.
You can buy them over in this stall for 300 grams.
Oh, you're selling them for 300. I'm gonna buy a bunch.
I'm not selling them.
What size is that one?
Somebody's else.
Pick me up.
Pick me up.
I don't know if they can get bigger. I'm trying to figure out if they can get bigger. Oh no, this is only 7. Never mind. My 8s are breeding. Hopefully they can be.
Oh, this is funny.
Oh, dude, what color?
Oh yeah. What's up, Telemnar? You know what's up.
Hello, you.
Big boy time.
Purple and black primary.
Hey, my lovey.
Red secondary.
Damn.
Hey, you want to breed
Alice, hi.
with
Lovey.
him?
Keep your voice down in here, okay, sweetie?
No, you will be.
It's a
Yeah, I don't have any
Friday.
space right now.
Oh
Though.
my god.
Well, let me breed him then.
This is such a huge bottle.
We eat our veggies.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how we get big.
Give
We
this
eat our
dragon back
veggies.
though, right?
Yeah.
Gotta go give me some beats right
Oh,
now.
I like that guy. Look at his
Let me,
color.
before you do that, I'm gonna add you because
Yeah.
there's so many people here. Jesus. Okay.
This thing is absurd.
Hell yeah, dude! If this gives me a head start on my level 1 or my size 1, that'd be awesome. Thanks.
Oh no, stay up.
On your size 1? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a size 1.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Actually, just give me a head start.
Oh, good enough.
Do they go up to 10?
They do. I think they go up to 10, and I mean, I would guess that that's the smallest. I don't know if you can go to size 0.
Oh, that's so funny.
I have 2.
Look at the size of this beer bottle. I'm glad I discovered how to do this one. I saw the stream of them doing it and it was pretty funny, but
You work with him.
it has a lot more presence to it in person. Like, they don't see it, so they just walk through it. Oh my god, this thing is fucking huge. Oh man. Oh, that's
Decoy's super
funny.
sweet.
Yeah, Well, they were near the castle. And,
What do you think of that?
I got one-shotted, but I got this one.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Let me see if it's still up there. Oh. Fuck, that's funny. Flying off into the sunset. A giant beer bottle. Where is it? It probably fell in the lake or something like that. It definitely flew over this. Is it in the jungle now? Oh no, there it is. There it is. Oh, this is funny. Oh my god. This is way funnier than it should be to me. Alright. I couldn't see it before, so it was kind of hard to, like, carry it. I think I'm underneath it. Yeah. I'm underneath it now. You can see because of the shadow. This is like the beer delivery to end all beer deliveries. Can you still see the shadow of it anywhere? Oh yeah, up on the tops of the trees. Oh, fuck off. Vulp. I got a beer delivery to make, Vulps. Stay out of it. I wish everyone else could see this because it's so funny.
I paid for this dragon. I will have
It?
Damn.
Not this one, but I bred the other two backer dragons.
Well, I better go get my dragon if they're all talking about dragons. I don't have my cool one, but... What helmet is that?
Are you using one account or two?
Just one.
See,
Although
I'm
my
using
wife has
two.
a couple going that I gave her, so.
Damn, Geldan, that's the first time I've seen that helmet. It looks really good in person.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I like it. Some people don't, but I do.
Ah, I think it
I
looks
also like
cool.
the wood stuff too.
What time is it? 4:30. I'm an hour behind now. Shit. That sucks. Who's that?
Okay, so what do I need? My pet. This one will work. It's the same as all the other ones.
Right on, man. I'm gonna take off. I gotta go get some lunch. See you, bro. Take it easy.
Oh, my big bottle's gone. Damn.
It works now, right? You can see the
It's the only
confetti.
thing I have.
Yeah, the confetti gun works. I didn't see you shoot it, but yeah, there it goes. Yeah.
Cool. Because it didn't at launch, which super disappointed me. So.
Yeah.
Is that a custom chest piece, or is that something I've seen before and I just can't
Oh,
tell?
everything I'm wearing is just Plains gear.
Planes? Okay.
Oh yeah, the base gear but died. It looks cool.
Oh, okay.
I liked it.
I didn't realize the hat looked that nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, once you change the
this is
color
like
on
some
it,
of
it
my
actually looks good.
favorite gear. I didn't think it looked bad as green, but
That's the black or is that navy? Can't really
this is
tell.
black.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's rich. He's like so many drams.
I've got like 3.
Tell me, you paid for that die as well?
Mhm.
No?
Wow.
Did Riley give it to you for free?
But let's
That's how Riley pays you for your job. Did you give your
with
online
with
stuff?
with die. Not a very good deal.
I requested to be paid in Trident layers, but they didn't like that, so
Hmm.
we worked out a deal for die. But yeah, no, I actually did like back the game on Kickstarter when it was out before I was a developer. So.
Mm.
Is Owen Wilson over here?
He'd be like, hey, Damage, go fix this bug and I'll give you a black die.
Oh.
Hey, Hollow, how's it going? What'd you get from your breeding today, Eris? Anything good?
Nothing particularly good.
Yeah. Still, hey Jay.
Need to fix what the heck's going on with my sensors.
Hey, JSP. So,
Working on the full black.
Good, good.
Looks solid.
I like in the gloves you got.
Sorry, I just didn't want to talk too much in game there. But what's going on, man? Are you do you play the game? Or are you checking it out for the first time? Taking advantage of the free weekend this weekend?
I love the massive new hat.
Oh,
though.
damage. So as you know, we built the Orbus Armory, and we were wondering
That hat is
if
so
you could
big.
help us expose publicly player character equipment.
I know there was something that Riley had like wanted to do at some point. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's still on the table and it just hasn't been done yet.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Or
we
what?
did
But I
send him
I
a
can ask,
PM,
yeah.
and he
Big
said
Hats
that it was,
Club.
like, kind of not that important and in the backlog, and that's fine. I was
Cool,
just wondering
cool.
if you were in charge of
Well, if you've
actually
got any
doing it through the
questions,
API, or if
let
you
me
were
know.
just,
I've been playing the game for quite
kind of,
some
like,
time, so
support around that.
I can tell you mostly everything about the game. This is a yeah, that's what I was thinking, Winston. This is the start of the free weekend on Oculus, so there's quite a few people out and about and around, and I'm just basically I don't have a very long stream today. I recommend if you want to see more gameplay to check out some of my past broadcasts or on YouTube as well. And in there I go over tons of different things, both end game, early game, that kind of stuff. But right now, just because it's going to be a shorter stream for me today, I figured I'd come around and help out some new players, and like this guy. Hey man, do you need a little help there? Look like you're kind of struggling with that spell. Which one are you trying to cast? That?
Teleport.
Okay.
It's the second half I'm really struggling with.
Okay, so I can tell you right now, you're drawing two different groups at the same time. Do it in 3 phases. So do your horizontal line to initiate the spell. Then you can think of the 2 different things. It becomes a little bit more clear once you find different teleport stones. But the diamond on the Highsteppe one refers to the entire area of like Midlands. And then that center sort of chicken foot, that refers to Highsteppe in particular. So what you want to do is do the start of the spell starts the teleportation ritual. And then the second part, the diamond, you'll cast on that as well. And it'll further the ritual.
The Mountain Crest one, if it helps.
Okay, so the Mountain Crest one, what is that one? Let me look real quick. Okay,
It looks
angles
like
and then hourglass.
diagonal.
Yeah, so when you're doing that one, kind of the same thing. Do your angles and kind of have the bottom angle sit within the center of the top angle. line up the edges of them with a center point.
I wish I understood what you mean by that.
Okay, so go ahead and get the ritual started. And then if you watch the tip of my wand, I'll draw it from your point of view.
Sure, 1 second. I feel like the more times I do this, less.
But many people do use the shortcut, which is fine. If you want to see like the actual ritual for it, it's pretty easy. Drawing it from your point of view. Just do that, and it works. So, like, you know, like the 9-inch nails end, like the backwards end. You just do that basically, and then put a line through it.
I did the line first.
Sounds like 15 dragons or something.
That one doesn't seem to want to work for me.
So here, let me do it from your point of view. Just follow
There, that
along.
one worked that time.
Okay, there you go. Cool. So then, from your point of view, do the angles like this, and then go up a bit. And then from your point of view, it's like that. It's two different. It's like, think of like the greater than, less than signs, and then shift them on the vertical.
Hello.
Alright.
So like, just
to do
watch
it
the
kinda
watch the
quickly,
tip of
don't you?
just watch the tip of my wand. So this is the first one. Goes like that. And then the next one, go up just a little bit and go down like that. That make a little bit more sense?
Yeah.
So that's your second symbol for mountain crest.
Really messed up on.
Okay, so on the hourglass, watch my wand.
Huh?
Jeez.
Oh, darn it.
And
Alright, never mind. I take it back.
So it'll just be one brush stroke. So if you think of an hourglass and then tilt it 45 degrees, that's basically it. And it'll be generally forgiving, but keep in mind that it won't cast unless you're starting the ritual. So just to show you how I would cast it. And then I won't actually finish it, but that's it.
Does it accept each part? Like, does it glow brighter when you do the first half or something?
Yeah. So every time you do one and you hit the first part of that spell, so basically you initiate the ritual,
Oh, do you
hit the button.
and then do the second one?
So you submit 3 different things. You submit the first one to start
that
it.
is 2 submissions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be where I'm messing up.
Okay.
I didn't understand that. All right. God damn it.
There you go. So now there you go.
Alright.
Now do the sideways hourglass. Right on.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a
Everyone's coming
straggler.
through my portal.
Yeah, so we'll
Alright.
see. I'm gonna for everyone who just came through, if you want to go back to Highsteppe, just sit tight and I'll do another portal. All right. Everybody everyone gather around Aeon over here if you want to go back to Highsteppe if you didn't really mean to go through the portal. This is a much higher level area. So you may have some troubles in here. So if you want to go back,
Here,
I will
hold
do
on
a portal
sec.
for
Let me
you.
turn in my quest and I'll take your home portal. Hold on.
Okay. And just so you guys know, if you ever do take a portal and don't know where to go, you've got this little cookie. You can hold that in your hands. If you don't have it on your belt right now, open up your inventory. So hit the menu button, hit the little backpack icon, and then inside your inventory, Parrish, you've got it on your belt, so you're good.
Yeah, I've already used it then.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes ago.
So you just put that into one of the slots beside the hips on your character. There you go. You got it, XX. So if you hold that for 5 seconds, it'll take you back to your house in Highsteppe. And I will give you a teleport, Parrish. So do you see that on your belt, eFungus? There you go. So just hang on to that for about 5 seconds. There you go. Cool. Another thing you can do, Parrish, if you have any rune mage reagents, any of these teleportation shrines, if you come around to this side of it, it'll show you any location you've discovered. And if you do have rune mage reagents, you can use these to direct teleport. It'll just teleport you, but I need to go back anyway, so I'll make us a spell.
Cool.
And
Thanks, dude.
I think he's still turning in his quest over there. Did you just start playing the game today?
Yeah, for the free weekend. Figured
Yeah.
why not? I've been wanting to try it, but
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I enjoy it a lot. I think I've got about 400 hours into it now, and it's
damn.
still just as enjoyable as it was when I started.
Well, that's good to know.
Do you have any questions or anything? Anything you're kind of confused about?
Okay, like, I have in my inventory, I got like an extra Musketeers shirt or something, but it didn't seem like it would let me sell it.
Yeah. Okay. So how you sell gear? If you open your inventory and have a look at that item, you can click on it, and then at the bottom, you'll see a little like hammer and wrench icon.
Right.
So that'll break it down into a shard, and then you can sell those shards to the smith.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and the shards have a little bit more use end game, but you won't need to hang on to any of them, so you can go ahead and sell them.
Okay.
All right, are you ready to go?
Where'd he go?
He just ran off. Oh well, he's on his own. All right. Sure, I got my wand and all that. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna cast the portal
what
back.
level can you start getting like the mage things? Like you evidently gotta go find this witch or something or
Yeah,
another.
when we get back, I'll show you how to start that quest chain. It's kind of not really explanatory, but it's pretty straightforward.
Oh, you guys actually waited for me.
Oh,
yeah.
Alrighty, let's do
Dang
it.
You got a level 10 real quick.
Oh, yeah, I just switched. I only did the caster just to get here.
All right, here we go. Step into my lair.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
All right, so if you want to grab the mage quest and you haven't grabbed the mage quest yet, you can follow me.
Oh, I got a drop. What was it?
Alright.
King stag me.
My fisherman gear on.
Where'd you go? There you go.
Hey, it's Lemnar, and thank you, Hollow. Is there a way to see teleport spells in your book? No, there isn't. I actually wrote them down in my little journal I have on the floor here. That's generally speaking the best way to do it. After a while of doing them, some of them you'll just kind of remember, and make it a little bit easier for you to be able to cast them continuously. Once you kind of get a feel for it, though, it's not too bad. And yeah. Oh.
Figured.
I was just kind of walking along talking to my Twitch chat. Sorry. I'll wipe these guys out as I go. At level 3, you should be able to take them down. Not too bad, but it's just kind of a waste of time.
Actually, I could probably get some good experience from coming here. But
basically, if you see a green triangle on it, it's not really worth spending your time killing them because
like yellow.
Okay, yeah. So yellows, pinks, reds, that kind of stuff is all pretty good to get XP on. And the XP in this game for monsters is sort of a part per share thing. So how much damage you do with another person will determine how much XP you get. Yeah. So back here, there's a little cave. And there's an NPC in here called Tinny the Witch. And she'll start a quest chain for you. And have you looked in your book like for quests or anything? Have you kind of gotten a feel for how that works?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll show up in there for you. And the other thing, if we go in there, I'll kind of show you. Wow, the loading through there's a lot quicker now. So she'll give you some quests, but before she does that, if you want to come over here, I'll kind of show you something neat.
At the time of my life.
So if you take out your compass, flip it over, and get your book out, you can push it into the. Let me just just go ahead and do a little mute there. All right. So yeah, you can hold your journal up to the things, and it'll put that spell into your book. So if you look, if you open your book up now and look at the bottom, there's a little wand symbol. If you click on that, it'll go to your spell page,
Okay, right.
and you can flip through there and see all your different spells. So this one is Mana Shield, and then you've got a few different ones over here. This one is Affliction. So Mana Shield is not super useful, but it's basically, as the name implies, a Mana Shield. This is a damage over time spell called Affliction. Here is Ice Bolt 1. This one over here is Arcane Ray.
All right.
As long as it does some kind of a little glow effect, it'll be in there.
Right.
And then this one over here is Fireball 1. So now when you start the quest chain from her, you'll actually have some spells you can do. And I can't remember what the actual chain leads to, but eventually it'll take you to to tell you to go and get your first wand. And I'll show you where that happens, just because I'm not too sure what's in the middle of the quest.
All right. Let me get her quest real quick here.
Yeah, no rush, man.
Hey, what's up?
Where does he teleports with? Yeah, so
Hey, little lady.
yeah.
Just to wave at her, right?
Oh yeah. Does she have a little icon above her head?
It's a little exclamation point.
Yeah, so just wave at her and it should come up. If you don't see it, try like backing up and stuff. Maybe it'll
she
trigger.
goes. Yeah.
This guy doesn't realize I've muted him. Anyways, so yeah, this is answer your question. This is basically what I did.
He's offended.
Yeah, that's right, to Lemnar. Totally. This guy is right up in my grill, man.
He said he's gonna tickle your chin and then leave.
Oh, man. What a guy.
Okay. So I think, all right, we're good on the quest.
Okay, so what's the step it gives you, just out of curiosity, so I kind of remember?
My combos, oh, great. King's Long-Eared Freaks, okay, not that one. Intoxicating Brew.
So, Corrupted Fox, this will start the quest for you that'll get you your wand, if you're curious.
Oh, hey, Al.
Yep.
Well, it was probably this one here. Intoxicating Brew, probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So I think you have to make a potion up for her.
Yeah.
You do that inside your house, and as long as you got the ingredients, it's not too bad. Did you have any problems figuring out how to harvest stuff?
No, I pretty much got that. I'm just probably gonna take a little bit to figure out actually how to make the potion, because you got to follow the steps and all that. But
yeah, so basically what it is when you put some stuff in, the cauldron will be blue. And then, here, let's step out here so we're not interrupting him.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. But yeah, so you put some stuff in the cauldron, it'll turn blue, and then it'll go through the color ranges. So if you look to the right of the cauldron, there's a temperature scale. Yeah.
Right.
So the instructions will tell you to put things in at a certain time, and then there's a bottle beside the cauldron, and it'll tell you when to bottle it or dip the bottle or whatever. So if you want, I'll show you where the wand is, which will be like the final step in her chain, I think. Yeah, the only reason why I would say, like normally I'm not like too keen on
Wait,
giving
can I-
people the quests.
Can I
but...
harvest this thing in here? One second.
Okay, not those ones. So these ones, if you want to know which ones you can harvest, so these ones don't have the little spike off of the top. But if you look at this one here, this one can be harvested. It's like ripe or whatever. There you go.
Bingo. Right on.
So yeah, then to get your wand, it's actually just over this bridge, and if you follow the path, when you're at that quest step, you can grab it. It'll be pretty obvious, but they don't. Some of the stuff I don't remember if they give you directions. But a good thing to get used to is sort of looking at your map. So if you hit the sword icon in your journal, this map is kind of out of order. It shouldn't actually be here. The rest of the maps go somewhere else. But you'll see the map for Highsteppe and the Midlands area. You'll see like Kingsport Lake and all that stuff. So where we are right now is on the top side of Kingsport Lake. There's Laisa Falls or whatever.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're right there. And if you kind of get an idea of the lay of the land, the wand, when you get it, is going to be over by Lakewood Inn on the right side there. And then, yeah, obviously Highsteppe's down below there and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
So hopefully that helps you out a little bit.
Yeah, seriously, thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries. Alrighty. Yeah, that guy was heavy breathing. That's fine. You know, I find for me, the mics in these headsets, I don't know why they put them where they do, and I don't know why they designed them the way they did. I mean, for years, PC gamers and Xbox gamers stuff have been dealing with like mic positioning. Like people will be like, there's nothing wrong with their mic. They just have their mic right in front of their mouth. And if you put it on the side, it would pick it up just fine. You wouldn't have to worry about like a pop filter or anything installed. And it would work just fine. Yet for some reason, they thought it was a good idea to put it right in front of your mouth when you're like getting like physical. He needs to bring it to her first. She'll give him the sunflower seeds. Oh yeah, that's right. It's been so long since I've done that quest. The first one he can do whatever since the quest also accept a ruined one. Oh yeah, man, it's all coming back.
Recognition.
There's another guy actually.
Because uses a third party, that's why he gets it all
Who
the time, right,
has
Pico?
developed a pattern of it, right?
I use
He
a
goes like
robotic
this and he
arm
does
that
the
I
P
program
right,
for
and
movement.
then he comes up and then straight back, like this, all one cast.
I love your
and it actually
fireworks.
works.
Thank
But
you. That
there's
was
just-
actually
Yeah.
Arcane Ray.
Okay, no. It's fireworks. It's fireworks. I
But
like fireworks.
I don't know how he does it.
I'm
I've
still
just
a bit
been
hit and miss
trying
with
for
fireworks.
countless hours,
so
and
many
it's just
angles
been more frustrating, actually, than anything.
Oh, there we go.
Because, I mean, I can literally cast almost every other spell like clockwork. I mean,
It's Mage City out here.
you name it.
There are so many people. What the hell?
Like I said, I can do every spell.
Bernator, what's happened to you, Fishman? What's happened to you?
That-
What's happened to you, Fishman?
I feel you. Like,
Oh man, everybody is talking at once.
it's the bane of my existence. I've got that.
yeah.
Bernator, you should go
one
big
time.
right now while
I've
you're
done it
green.
3 times.
You got any giant
So
growth
yeah,
potions?
on that one.
They're cheap. Go buy one.
Like I would just
So much noise.
play with the anger,
Yeah.
like both, you know, horizontally, like
It just
down,
feels a
like
lot
slant.
less forgiving.
Okay, so Bernator was green because he drank a ruined potion. When you drink a ruined potion, it'll often give you a color side effect. Oh no, it wore off. He's not green anymore. This guy's bad my dragon.
That's right.
That's right.
Quest.
You
Okay,
looking
yeah.
for explosion?
So here's the difference.
Bernator, you're not green anymore.
Angled to the right and
Oh
down.
yeah, there we go.
I'm getting Ray a good bit
straight
to
up.
try to do an
Get
explosion.
teeth.
It,
Wait, it didn't change. There we go.
bit. It's the one near the burning.
No,
starting
not
at the
yet.
left side
Wait,
of the
west,
F
right?
and moving
Instead of-
toward
Yeah,
the
for the
right.
main
Instead
story.
of going straight
like
down,
you
well,
should
it's
go
just a
down.
little bit down.
Damn.
Yeah, usually I go straight down, and then you go triangle up.
Oh my god. It's madness out there. It's madness. I'm gonna try and make a rune potion here with something I don't really care about, like this. I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put an apple in. That should be a good combo. Alright. I'm gonna put that in. We're gonna let it go through a few heat cycles. We'll let it go to green, put in the green, and then we'll bottle it teal. That should be a real good ruined potion. Come on. Come on. Alright, let's see what it does. I've perished. Am I grave in my house? House grave. That one was a heinous potion. I don't want to use that. I use that. And how about blue moon spore? I just want to try and get one ruined potion that it gives me some color. Server will restart in 30 minutes. Okay. We'll just bottle when blue on this one, I think. I still think that's the best name for an OrbusVR smooth jazz record. Bottle when blue. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're green.
Good at Fireball 3 though. I can do that one almost every time.
Or I was.
Oh, good. You can
Oh, look at you, you big greenie. Beautiful. Look at that. Glorious. Glorious.
Grenada, you got some fuzzy balls down here. They were literally like just under your shirt.
Oh, they're really small now.
Oh wow, they are.
They got tiny balls.
Wait, are you bringing yours up to the center of the line, or are you bringing yours to the loop that you first started?
Shrug.
The center.
Decoy.
Yeah, I've seen it, Rick. I know.
Where's Decoy? Decoy disappeared.
He's right there by the stairs.
Decoy. Tiny balls. Tiny. Shrug.
Second arcane raid party.
You can't run from those balls forever, Decoy.
Alright, can I hand you those things?
I'll tell you what,
Yes.
if you can get them to me,
So
I'll
I'm gonna put
accept them.
some dram in there as well to send over. That's cool.
Okay.
Oh, I can't hear you. Everyone's so loud.
I can't get any further than this.
This is it. I can't get almost. Need to.
Decoy. It's drifting because I'm right against the wall.
1,000.
Oh, that's wrong.
Do it again.
Let me go.
I'm so sorry.
So close. So close.
Wait.
It doesn't let me trade that dragon. Maybe.
Oh my gosh, if you use a giant potion.
You want a dragon?
No.
This guy's breaking my
It's
immersion.
in the other corner of my room. I can get further.
Okay, I need to grab a different dragon.
I'll let Ryan get to the door.
Go ahead.
A dragon.
Vexman, did you get killed by the tutorial in
So
the
what
bunny?
can we
The bunny
pick
in the
up and
tutorial,
make
that's really
giant?
bad.
We did a bottle.
There's the bottle, but you have to all be in the same instance. I did it earlier today, and you can't You can't. No one else can see it, so it's not quite as fun.
Oh.
It's fun for my stream.
Look at my different balls. One of them's bigger, the other one's small. Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Did they get rid of the sound for the lantern potion or whatever, the body lantern potion?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is nice.
That's amazing.
I actually kind of use it.
That's the best. That's the best improvement ever. Otherwise, everyone could take it and just make it a nightmare out here.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yes. I was trying to do my original
like
dragon.
a curse potion.
And that does not work.
Hey, Rickness, does your dragon have the purple recessive after the jungle green?
It does.
Oh my god.
This one's purple. I'm gonna be breeding it in the morning. when
I did
wake
mine.
up to work.
I put mine in today. It's got the same thing going on for it, and I'm hoping that it comes out as purple.
I've got another one with purple recessive in a minute, so I'm gonna put these two in the morning.
See, it's weird because the recessive doesn't seem to always apply, even if you have both things are the same. It sometimes
Yeah,
copies
I
your
know.
dominant
Yeah.
over, which is a real pain, but. I'm at the castle, but I got one shit. Oh. Yeah, no worries, Tonmar. No worries, Decoy. Hey, Decoy, Telemnar wanted to say thank you. He got a nice wand when he was at that, he said the castle. I don't know where were you guys at? What's he calling the castle?
We were farming the balls over at Old Kingsport.
Okay, Old
Which
Kingsport.
I still
yeah.
don't have.
I still
have
don't
no
either.
balls.
If somebody ever wants to farm for some nice balls, just let me know. I'm down to continue at
You
it.
can have mine. I do, but not right now, because I should have gone to bed like half an hour
I
ago.
want.
and I'm still here.
I can't get your
Can I have my
balls.
tiny ball?
Give me that thing. Look at how rough that ball is. It's like a split walnut that somebody taped back together.
Hello.
Is that scotch tape on there?
Right, I'm gonna head off. I'll catch you later.
Alright, see you, Rick.
See you, Rickness.
Like a walnut.
There's a walnut. Give me that give me that busted walnut. This is like a walnut that you're trying to fool somebody that you didn't already eat it, and you're like, go ahead and crack it.
None of my other friends are online right now.
I'm not doing a whole lot, X-Layer. I'm just standing around trying to grab a grip on Burnator's balls, but it's tough.
One more time.
Throw
I'm
them at you.
laggy, sorry. Try again.
No worries.
So, you know how they have like the Tournament of Mages coming up? There should be a Tournament of Pets thing coming up where for 24 hours, the pets will breed within 1 hour.
That would be really fun.
It'd be an awesome day. It'd be so funny seeing the results.
Pick your dragon up.
You just put them together and they kill each other.
You guys mind if I ask you some poison
Alrighty.
advice?
You're so awesome.
Who's the
Thank you so
greatest?
much.
No problem.
I mean,
Yeah, we
You
got.
need any help? Let me know. Well, don't let this one know. Let the other one know.
What do you need,
That
sir?
would be very helpful.
What do you need?
Put your
What's...
hand behind your back until you feel the
grip
vibrate,
button, and
and then
I put it
click grip.
behind my head.
No, put it
But
behind
it
your head
stays
and
in
then
my
click
hand.
grip. Behind your head and then grip.
Did you leave Jiffy? I want to
Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem.
Nice. Forward.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
What's
Afterwards.
your
Did
name?
they say anything about what the
I'm
update
standing
is?
right by the
Or the
stairs.
restart?
Is your name Blade Step?
Blade step, yeah. You got
Nope, that's not you. Oh, I see.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
Parachute. What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
Somebody buy all that.
Yeah, there we
Somebody buy all
go.
that 420 potion you had.
Nah, nobody bought any of my 420 Ithacac, even though it was on special.
That's pretty funny, dude. Alright. Holy crap.
I'll mute you in,
Cameron was like, nope.
You're
It's
not doing
going-
a fishing quest, are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just wearing this because I want to.
Wait for me. Yeah, hopefully you're just screwing around.
Yeah, me and
I don't
Burn,
know where you got a fish at.
me and Burnator living the fishy dream.
Yeah, for real.
Come on, shake your head. Yeah, yeah. Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Alright. See you, man.
I don't know how I add you as a friend. Oh boy.
I think you did.
No, I invited you to
No
the
friend.
party.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
Counters. Why do I have a tracker boss account?
I don't know. Hey, can people hear me? I can't.
I can hear
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, we can hear you.
It looks like a cult over here. Everybody just wearing the base.
I've done it. Come with me, Lexus.
Oh, yeah, now I get the map. Can I move
Follow
the
the
map?
bolt man.
weird. Oh, this is so cool.
Where you at?
Whoa. Holy shit.
Yeah, I see you. Come down.
Oh, there's a little baby thing. Hey, get back here.
Let's keep going.
Oh, hey there, little
Check me
guy.
out, dude. I made some new
You
bait.
like my dragon?
Yeah, dude. How do you go into these dragons?
Did you see my bait going into
You
Nirvana?
buy
Can
them.
you guys teach your
eventually.
dragon some manners?
That's
I was
fucking
kinda
awesome. Hey, I
Hey,
have
you're
a
right.
quick
Watch
question
Link.
for you,
Ran
real quick,
away.
man. So I can't really get my sprint mechanic to work. How do you use the sprint mechanic?
What breed of dog is
Sprint
this?
mechanic?
Did you see my...
You open your menu.
Oh,
And you do
This is a
You go-
a
press
water
locomotion.
dragon, a sea dragon.
And there you can
oh
switch
boy, I need to
between
get
different
more
mechanics.
cameras because I
Yeah.
can't see. I can't.
So if you
Yeah, I
go
need more
sliding or what you're
sensors.
planning to do.
Yeah, I've got teleport and slide
I
on right
literally
now.
just got this like a few hours ago, and
You
this
can
is
also
really
press
weird.
strafe
Whoa.
mode if you want. And you can go sideways as well.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Otherwise you just move
Okay.
by sliding around.
Alright, cool, thank you.
My cameras are back here. Okay. Oh, this
You can,
this movement
yeah.
system is really weird, though.
Yeah, just go into locomotions and you
turn
can
around.
mess around with it a bit.
Okay.
What does everyone use when it comes to like navigation? Is it teleportation or locomotion for this game?
how do you
I like using
Slide.
teleport slide,
Teleport to just
Teleport
press-
slide.
and then
Okay,
I
How do
do.
you use teleport? I
Yeah,
can't-
it's
can't
if you
figure
look
that
under
out.
the locomotion, it says sliding locomotion, and then
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
Oculus
enable it,
VR.
you have teleport plus slide. So if you
Oculus.
hold in,
then you
it's
press-
it's a teleport mechanism, and if you
Oh,
just touch it,
this
it's
is
a
the-
slide mechanism.
Okay,
It's
that's
pretty handy. You'll use
I think
teleport
I'll
in
just-
combat
use
sometimes and
this
use
then.
slide
I like
in like
this.
normal
Oh, it's
movement.
neat, teleporting.
And then I set my
So do you
my
do a lot of sliding then?
Okay.
Or do you,
Oh,
are
wow,
you referring to
really
like
clever.
smooth locomotion?
yeah, well they call it sliding locomotion in this game. That's why I
okay,
use
okay.
those terms. But yeah, it's
So some
smooth
weird
locomotion.
dogs.
Okay. So
Wow.
you in combat you'll find yourself like actually going back and forth with the smooth
It depends on the
locomotion, like, for
circumstances.
maybe
I
long
mean,
distance.
I play as a tank, so the only time I'm really going to use teleport is if I'm retreating. And I mean, there's like the low level enemies are just right up by the farm over here. So if you want to experiment with it and see what works, you can go over there. There's at starter level, there's no penalty to dying, so that's the kind of the time to do it. Your gear doesn't break or anything. Yeah.
System
And I
actually, you
use
know?
teleport solely. Like I don't use locomotion
Really?
at all. I hate it.
I'd say
Yeah.
that the split between people using sliding and teleport's about 50-50. It's
And
in
some
combat.
cases
In
you
combat, I'm more
really-
likely to use teleport, but for world movement, I like slide. It really depends if
Right.
your stomach can take it, if your sensors can track properly and stuff. Because I find teleport is a little bit more forgiving. And when I started the game,
It
I
is.
used teleport, but when I switched over to sliding, I've been happy with it. So, kind of got to
You
experiment
can
and see what
set
feels good for you.
Auto slide as well. If you like hold forward and then you just
Hey.
press the trigger button,
Look,
Hmm.
and you just go sliding constantly.
I'm teleporting too, so.
Yeah, to like the outside viewer, it'll look basically the same. Like for you watching us move around, you won't really be able to tell a difference. So it does, and like the speeds are about the same. You can move slightly
teleport's
faster. If you use teleport with both hands, it's faster. But I think if you're using one hand, it's not.
Wait,
But like
to teleport with both hands, you're just like
No,
doing
that
it
depends
like a
if you're on
rapid
the-
fire.
it's like yeah, it's like rapid
boom.
tapping like this.
Oh.
I mean,
Can we have a foot race? Have we ever had a foot race in Orbus? Let's do it.
Teleporting
Oh,
is
no.
faster if you use
God,
a
I did.
technique
Okay.
to teleport immediately in front of
Foot
you.
race.
All right, where are
feel
we going?
fitting.
Let's go from
Line up.
in line with the steps. In line with the steps here to the flags. Decoy, come on, you're in on this foot race. Get in here. Come on, come foot race with me. Don't be like that.
That's okay.
Okay.
Come on,
Oh, thanks.
Ready?
come on. All right,
Now we're.
I want in on this.
okay, get in on this foot race. You ready, Overrated? You're the teleport master.
Ready.
Let's see if you can win this.
Ready?
We're going to Guild City, or where are we heading?
No, we're
to
just
the
going to the
flags.
flags here. It's a short sprint.
flags.
It's all out. All right.
Which flags? Oh, those flags?
Yeah,
I don't really know how to sprint in this game, so I'm gonna come in last. But I'm okay
Ready.
with
that's
that.
fine. All right. 3.
Marks.
Okay. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Shit. He hits quicker. Oh no, I am the slowest. I am the slowest. I think I even got beat by me.
cool.
Oh my god. So slow. I never use teleport. I should have just stuck with what I
Oh,
know.
that's what leveling up looks like.
What do I win for the foot race? Am I the fastest Orbuser?
Oh.
Here.
What's going on over here?
Let me give you your prize money.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Are you having flipping out races?
3 dram.
No, I gotta get 1 because I'm number 1.
No, okay, let me adjust.
It's not okay.
There you
Thank
go. There you
The number 1 gets 1.
go.
When you guys are strafing,
Yep.
do you
As you can
are
see,
you using
teleport
like
is a
snapping to
lot
turn around, or do you strafe?
I strafe.
I do smooth turn on one.
Strafe?
Yeah.
On the other.
Oh, I just
wait,
for the
yeah,
actual
you can do that.
for the settings.
Holy crap.
For the settings, I just do the strafe move sideways one.
That's a giant airship.
I do let's draft right turn.
And I
So-
snap.
So you can set one to snap on you, another one
Need
to
to
strafe.
quickly
Is that possible?
log.
Yeah.
I'm getting the text bug where if you yeah, I'm out of shape, Winston. Look at me. I'm wearing my aerodynamic gear. This is like power, you know those speed walkers who like walk with like the silly like hip movements. That's what this helmet reminds me of, the fish helmet. I even had my speed walking helmet on and I couldn't keep up with them. Damn. But yeah, the dual teleport is like definitely faster. I think at the end of the day, though, there's not very many instances where you need to be moving fast, and that rapid teleport just makes you feel sick. 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. That's plenty of time. Thank you, Tommy.
To do what? Like, how long are these restarts, my dude?
It'll be like pretty quick, like within 5 minutes for sure. I think the server resets are generally as quick as it takes you to log off and log back in.
Hey, I got a quick question for anyone that knows.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Any idea where I can get a queen's ear?
This way, follow me.
Oh, you have to go back to the starting.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool.
Overrated.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, it's going to be in the defense. He's gone.
He's gone.
Sorry for all these questions, but when it comes to moving around, do you use your face direction?
Yeah.
Or do you do something else?
I use face direction because the reason I use it the way that I do is so if I wanted to track around you in a strafing motion, I can do that by holding sideways and just like spinning in a circle.
This person's got hands.
So it may not have shown up to you there, but I just did like a perfect circle around you while looking at you the whole time. And so that's the reason why I use it. It makes a difference based on what class you're playing as. As a warrior, it's kind of handy to be able to strafe around something and hit it feeling like a little bit more realistic or whatever. So it's just, I'd recommend playing around with them and finding what works for you for comfort level. But
I know I'll probably have to go back to teleportation in a bit. I have a pretty weak stomach, so that's something I consider, but so far it's been pretty good.
So if you keep in mind that with the slide on, it's slide plus teleport, you can just hold in the teleport or the movement button, and it'll be a teleport instead of slide. So
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I mean that's I like I said I keep it on that because I use them for specific things, and one of the biggest reasons to use teleport, like you're gonna have to use teleport at certain points, and if you come over to like the edge of the map here. You can kind of see when you hold in the teleport, you can see the jagged edges of where you can teleport. So if I were to try and walk along this edge, it's very difficult. I have to like zigzag in and out. Whereas if you teleport, you can just smoothly see where you need to go. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's why the teleport is a little bit more handy in terms of combat and maneuvering and stuff. So don't feel like you're at a disadvantage by teleporting. It's just whatever works for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Have you are you currently playing Skyrim VR?
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of that, I'm taking those experiences and trying to apply it to Orbus, which is not really the best of situations. Like you said, I have to do more testing.
I find the other thing too is like I've got a relatively strong stomach with VR, and with Skyrim, if I'm in a lot of like tunnels and I'm using the sprint very often, like I use smooth locomotion in there too. And if I'm using sprint, it's like I'll probably start to feel it after like an hour of playing, and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. But in this game, I don't really seem to get it as often because most of the spaces are a bit more open, and you may find the same results. And for kind of giving you some sea legs, for lack of a better term, using the slide motion in a game like this is really good because it's sort of like baby steps almost. And it kind of just depends on like how quickly it affects you. But like, I mean, try it out. And if it doesn't bother you, stick with it, because I do recommend for like world exploration, it can be pretty rewarding to be like, to get the feeling of like walking through the area a little bit more. But in terms of actual movement, you won't notice a difference really, as far as gameplay goes.
How did you do with Fallout 4?
I actually haven't even played it yet. I was waiting for people to stop reporting all the bugs with it, and I just got caught up in this, and then Skyrim came out, and it was getting better reviews, so I was like, oh, I'll try that out. But yeah, I haven't even tried Fallout. I imagine Fallout's probably going to be about the same for me. Any of the areas where there's tight corridors, I'm more likely to feel it.
You twice,
so.
but I cannot
That's
hear
where
you
it
twice.
really gets you, eh?
Yeah. For most people it is, because you have things quickly moving past you, and Skyrim has that comfort option of it reducing your field of view when you're moving to kind of help with that. I just turn that off because I hate it. I hate the feeling of like, it's like somebody covering your eyes up a little bit as you walk, and it doesn't feel natural.
Like horse blinders, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I recommend Fallout 4, though I used to get pretty like gnarly when it came to the sickness. It was bad. But I don't know, with Skyrim, like I think maybe I could go like an hour and a half, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But maybe caves. That's something I have to do more often. Dungeon diving.
Man, there's so many people on there.
Yeah, I'm
all right,
like,
let's walk
do you
around
mind
here.
if I add you?
And go for it.
I'm the quest guy. Look at your fucking map. Yeah, it says on my... Oh. You're not there for me.
How do I actually add you?
You hit the menu button, and then up at the top, there's the Head and Shoulders icon. You click on that, and you click on my name, and you'll see all the different ad options in there.
Yeah, I talked to him.
This is what they were talking about before. If someone's like being obnoxious, you can mute them.
Yep, I use it all the time.
I thought I had
And
to,
this
like,
weekend, you'll
something.
pretty much have to use it anytime you're in Highsteppe, because it'll be pretty crazy.
Highsteppe? Where's that?
That's this entire area is called Highsteppe.
Oh, yeah, I believe it, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, did that open or not? Oh, because the server restart. I think it's just dropping me out right now. Yeah. Okay, so the server restart's happening right now. Shouldn't take me too long. I'm just going to grab a drink of water, hang out for a little bit. Oh, man. Server restarts are not super common or often. You'll maybe get one a week. Most of the time they happen in like downtime anyways. I would say like since I started playing, I've maybe encountered like, I don't know, maybe like 4 server resets while I was online and playing. Hey, you want to go for a ride? Want to puke your guts out? I'm just gonna switch it over. I need to detangle.
This is one of the many joys of corded VR. Is untangling your headset. Enough.
So yeah, I don't really think the server resets are something I would even be concerned about. They put out patches maybe twice a week, something like that, and most of the time they're not very big. The content update patches are a little bit bigger, excuse me, but they're still not massive or anything. And then there are server side updates they do, which will require a quick reset, which it should already be done, to be honest. Most of them don't take that long to switch over.
Cattails. So the cattails with the spikes are the ones you want to harvest, and you'll need 3 of those too. Right after that, she's gonna make you do a potion. Even if you ruin the potion, you can bring it back to her, and she'll give you the next.
How's it going, Akavi? Did you get any sweet new dragons today?
Like weird small trees that you need to harvest, and that will give you one.
My dragon's not finished now.
Oh, it's not done yet?
I think
Okay.
it's a size 8 at the moment.
Oh, you got a size 8. Nice.
Yeah. And now in breeding size 7 and size 8.
Mm-hmm. That'll probably give you a size 9. Hey, X. How's it going?
Hey, do you know what it does if you put, like, the first dragon, if you put in? Like, what does that do?
What do you mean?
Like, if you put the dragon in the first slot, doesn't it do something different?
No, it's just if you need 2 dragons in there, and the stats of those 2 dragons determine the 3rd dragon to an extent. It can determine the possibilities, but there's still mutations that can happen, and from my experience, it's semi-random.
I got some good ones so far.
What's up, high-level gamers?
Hey, Alex. How's it going?
Can you give me some tips?
Yeah, sure.
Pew pew. That tutorial guy only had me do this gun thing. He didn't tell me anything about the other things.
You want to play some of the other classes? So if you go into your inventory.
I know how, but yeah.
Okay, pick a class you want to play as. Do you want to play as like a ranger or a musketeer or a warrior? Do you like getting physical? You like getting physical, or do you like a little bit more relaxed, precision, ranged, up close, technical? I would recommend just trying out all the different ones and seeing what you like the feel of. Each one of those weapons. So if you look up at your name above you, it'll say your level 2. If you change weapons, every weapon has a different level to it. So you slot a new weapon, it'll change your level specific to that. So now it shows you as a level 1. And if you look in your inventory there, on the left side, it'll say your name, and then it'll say like level 1 warrior. And depending on your class, your subclass, it'll change.
What's like?
I mean, I play as a warrior. It's a tank class. It's not a DPS class. If you want to do DPS, you can play as a ranger. At high level, mages are quite good DPS as well, but rangers still outdo them a little bit. Mages are a little bit more utility based at end game. Early game, it's just learning spells, and that can be complicated, and you have to do some quests to get the actual casting wand.
There we go. Shit.
Don't try and kill
Brew, am I
yourself.
hearing
Not
you
not
right
this
now?
early. It's too soon. I'm hearing you.
Hello there.
Hey.
What's up, gamer?
What's up?
Hello, fellow teenager. Yeah, the classes are all just kind of like pick which one you like, try them all out, see which one feels good to you. Hey, Kazu Toast.
Understandable.
I'm talking to. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey. Where's this Francis guy?
And then practice spells for 20 hours.
He's over here. I think.
Wait,
Oh no, wait,
he's
that's
right here.
no, that's Marcel. Oh yeah, yeah, there you go, right there.
If no one's selling dragons, yeah.
I can guarantee you I do not.
Don't buy it. It's not worth it.
I own one yet.
Where's the dragons at?
I think there's only one stall selling them, and he's only selling the original ones. Or he
Where
was
is that?
yesterday. I think it was this guy over here.
They should have like how you actually buy them. There's that glass one. It should
Yeah.
be like on the floor.
Yeah, you should be able to pick, visibly pick. Maybe somebody bought it. It was one of these stalls here.
Nope.
Either that one or this one, I think.
I thought you have the other stall.
Mine's the last stall on the left over here.
What the shit?
You want some 420 potion? Invisibility? Go ahead, that's the
How
best
much-
price you'll see.
True.
Yes.
Are you sure that makes you invisible? Maybe it just gives you like higher like autistic ability and hunger.
I gotta put that back in there. Alright. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking for the chef. Cool.
Yo, X-Slayer, hop in the PvP queue. Today's a good day for PvP.
Okay.
Akavi, you should hop in the PvP queue for the arena. I want to get more people in the PvP queue. Nobody ever does PvP. Today's a good day for it.
No.
Come on.
No.
What's that? That's a scary.
Yeah, it's a scary.
Yeah, scary it. Wake up. He was feedbacking quite a bit.
The oracles have your answer, friend. Shall I read your future?
Dragons. Who's selling some good dragons? Anyone selling good dragons?
I'm selling the small ones,
Oh, like what size?
the cheapest ones. I'll give them to you on a discount though.
Can you tell me the size?
Let's see, size 4.
Nah, I got size. I'm trying to find a small one so I can get another small one.
I saw a size 1 today.
See a size
Those are the
1 today.
smallest.
Yeah.
Those are the
Yeah, that's size
Size
1.
1 was so
Oh, yeah.
tiny.
You can
It's
breed them.
so tiny.
Cute.
I want
Yeah.
to
You
get a
can breed
glitched
them.
out size 20.
There appears to be a glitch in the matrix. There appears to be a glitch here.
See, I want
There's
disguised
2 dragons that are the same colors.
Oh yeah, Franny's looks good. You managed to get rid
Franny, I'll
of.
buy that dragon off of you for 20k.
Franny doesn't need the money. Franny's loaded.
20k.
I gotta go.
It's sweet that he managed to get rid of the brown though. All of mine that I've done so far, I've just kept that red or the brown. Sorry.
Shall I read your future?
That one looks pretty good.
Some good ones. The 2 good ones I have right now is breeding. I gotta wait.
Yeah, that's what I got in there right now.
Oh, Shall I read your future?
My God, it's raining fire.
What? There's a freaking airship.
Whoa! Jesus. Aeon, get over here right now.
What?
Look at
Let
that.
us speak
that's
with
the
Francis
founder's one.
Highsteppe.
Oh, that is? It looks different.
Yeah, it's damage.
Hey guys, where's the witch's cave again? You don't know where the witch's cave
It's
is?
down there, but you have to go
I'll
straight.
take it. I'll take
I'll show
you
you.
to it.
All right.
You can. Okay.
I want to see that cave. Dev. Oh, he's a dev. Oh, shoot.
Wait, a dev?
Damn, that was a dev
Yeah,
over.
he's a dev.
Yeah.
You were wrong.
It's the mage.
That's what I said.
No, you said that as a founder.
Yeah, well, he is a founder as well. You didn't ask if he was a dev. I mean, his name's on the bulletin board over there.
Wait, is it? Let me go check. I thought I was an imposter.
It was an imposter.
I still can't get firework to work. Is
Hey,
there a
man,
shortcut for firework?
Got a question for you. Another very, very newbie question.
What's up?
It seemed like Quest kind of like crapped itself. It told me to unsheath my weapon, and then it never updated. How do I
you're
like
the guy asking
find out
where
what my
it's supposed
quests
to go,
are
right?
next? I have my journal right here.
Does your journal say anything quest-wise in it? Right at the beginning, there should be. You'll flip through.
It's talking about the different classes.
Okay, so you must still need to get a quest. Did you talk to the tutorial guy up top? You went through all of
Over
his
there?
stuff? Yeah, so go up those stairs and in there. His name's Guardian Bart. Wave to him. That's how you talk to NPCs. You wave to them.
Awesome.
So just
Look at us nerds all together.
I haven't tried chatting with him again because
Try-
before he kept on telling me to unsheath my weapon. I'll do that. Thanks, man.
Yeah, go through and make sure you've completed all of his quests, and it'll keep updating things. And then walk around Highsteppe, and anyone who's got an exclamation mark, see if they can
Where can I
give
find
you
those
some new quests.
herbs?
The herbs?
He
You
doesn't
want to find
give
some
me-
herbs and spices? Come with me, fella. Come over here.
Okay, so
Let's see where they're at. So what you're looking for, it's like a green leaf that'll be sitting slightly
Yeah.
above the ground.
Oh, I took a lot of them.
Right over there's one. Right back in here. So then you
where's
take your
this thing?
pickaxe. That one's for a different quest a little bit down the way. It's a tent peg. Yeah, oh,
Why do I move so slow?
because you're being attacked. I got you, fam.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Problem?
So I find with harvesting, if you hit kind of at the base of it, like at ground level, it'll usually harvest a little bit easier.
Alright, alright.
So you'll find a bunch of them around here, and you'll also out the steps and down. You'll find some in that area as well. And then
thanks, bro.
there's mushrooms, and there's what do they call them? I can't remember what they're called, but they're like cattails or whatever, like along the water's edge. Those ones, to harvest them, you can only harvest the ones that have a spike out of the top of them.
Alright.
All right, good luck, man.
Shit. Thanks, bro.
Yep. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Cool. Well, you're probably not here still, but thanks for popping in, Lemnar. You think you're some kind of a big buff warrior, Iscariot? Hmm? You're real strong.
Okay, don't creep me out.
What's going on?
Fish and shit.
Right there.
Dragon breeding.
What'd you get? Show me
Okay,
what you
I got something glitched out here. This
Nothing
is
good
not.
up until now.
Hold on,
Here?
I got you. Okay, so what you're going to
Here,
do
Blade-
is
Blade
go
Step,
into
come
your-
over.
Going again. It's so
Go into your
annoying.
inventory and click on the thing.
Here, Blade
like,
Step, come over
trying
here.
to sell armor. Or... Yeah.
What's the issue you were having?
Fish. I don't know if it'll work on fish, but we'll give it a try.
Okay, when click on my wand and put.
I don't know. does? Okay. Just go
Ich
into your
versuche mal
inventory.
zwischendurch in mein Haus zu gehen.
You can't cast with it. You can't draw with it.
Yeah, but then when I click on it to like move it to my inventory or something, it always goes and then pops back into my
Turn
hand.
it into gem.
That's strange. Try logging out, logging back in, and seeing if it's still the same issue.
I see a trash can, a pink trash.
It might have been something to do with the server reset. I'm pretty sure mine's
They only
fine.
do armor. If it's anything else, you're just getting rid of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll just use my warrior. It'll be all right.
Cool.
I don't know how to do this.
I can't buy gear from her.
Nope.
Nope.
You can't buy gear anywhere.
What?
You have to.
So
kill
how do I
the
sell?
queen.
How do I sell her like?
I don't know.
So what you do is you deconstruct whatever piece of armor or whatever that you want to sell to
Oh,
her.
it has to be armor. Okay.
Well, whatever. Anything you deconstruct will turn into a shard, and you can sell that shard
Okay,
to
there's
her.
no
But you
place where I
can.
can sell like meat and fish and like all that shit.
No, that's crafting stuff,
Yes. Craft. Firework. Okay.
and you'll find the crafting stations inside your house.
Don't listen to this lovely. He doesn't know anything.
Don't even worry about it. You think you're such a big boy with those bike handles on your.
Yeah.
You got bike handlebars on your head.
I know.
Turn around. Let me go for a ride. Come back.
Come on, get on.
No,
I'm trying to.
good.
Too quick. Oh, too quick. Come back.
Hast du mir gegeben? Ich habe überhaupt nicht aufgepasst. Ach, so.
Anyways.
Hallo, kann das auch hier bitte funktionieren? So. Ich versuche mal jetzt mal in mein Haus zu gehen. Gleich ist bestimmt auch mein Teleport.
Oh man. No, Tommy, no. Mistakes were made.
Oh come on! I just want I want firework to work again.
What did I need for my Oh. Shit.
I'm trying to get it again. I just got it. Now it won't work again. Is there like a shortcut or what do you think fireworks? Looks like a piano with a third leg.
You guys are open? Nope. You should probably go grab it.
I don't know where to get it. I only have the spells from Tiny's house.
Me no need
grab it, thank
wizard
you.
stuff. Me have sword. Me have sword.
Yeah, but I can
Same here.
literally cover you in shadows.
Look at this.
Me have sword.
I have ball of light.
Holy shit, that guy's big.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm a totally
do it with
normal sized
fire.
human.
Ball of
Do it
light.
with fire. That's not his hitbox.
Daddy, boost me. Boost me.
Shh, 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 shh.
No.
Hey, you can
Do it
fish
with
into.
fire.
Oh, I need a lure.
Do you just like find a small tree and stick some metal on
Oh,
it?
hier ist ein
and let it
Riesen-Eon.
rot, or-
Burn it.
Mhm.
Burn it.
That's what this is.
No, you just do a quest.
It's just like a small tree.
Okay, hang on. You guys, there's
I'll take you
something
down.
exciting.
Where's this
Just wait.
stag? I went over in by the woods.
Oh my god. Can I get in my house when I'm big? Open up. Oh, I can. Oh my god. It probably wears off as soon as I come through the door though. Yeah. All right. I need to make the basic lure. The lesser eye and small tongue. Now, where are they? I know I've got some in here. Because I can fish. I can fish out there from in there. Damn, am I really out of? Yeah, let's do the lesser eye and rotten finger. That one. It's gonna be good.
Even.
Alright, well, how?
So, go to your menu, and right under the book bag, there's 3 players. You click that, then you hit PvP Corey, and then hit PvP Arena, and join
Fuck is this
join
thing?
Corey.
Why are you so goddamn huge?
I'm just an average run-of-the-mill guy. Don't worry about it.
You should join too, Blade. You just start out as a level 1.
I didn't quite get it.
Okay. Never done it before.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
You have to have 4 players.
Well, there we go. There we go. What's going on? Oh, here we go. I was just about to catch a fish. Damn it. I'm big, though.
Hey, get over here!
No.
Get over here!
No.
Jesus, what? You're like glitching out for me. Stay away from me.
Yeah.
Jesus, you're glitching everywhere.
No, I'm just good.
You teleported back and forward at the same time.
No way.
That's.
I do have a tiny sword. I will admit that.
This is mostly just jumping around. What the heck is this? Yeah, this is kind of stupid. That's just all about who can jump around better.
What? What killed me? I don't even know what killed me there. Nobody was there. Was it an arrow? That's scary. What are you doing? I'm fishing.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
It's a dad. Oh no.
What
2 dads
is happening
Yeah,
right
It's
now?
Big Daddy time. Dude,
don't
I've
know
got
what
a
that
fish.
is.
It's coming in.
You get a fish, I'll pay you $10.
Dude, I'm still fishing. It's gonna take me a while, but I'll get it.
How are you fishing? You like threw it.
Because when you're a giant, you can throw it further, and I'm fishing out of the main one over there.
I know that, but Jesus.
Don't worry about
If you
it.
throw it that far, it would be like the middle of the ocean.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'll be here for a while. I don't know.
Wow, not many people. That's weird. I can't.
I think I'm gonna have to reel it all the way through the ground.
That'd be awesome.
How long does this last? Pew pew.
Excuse me, I'm trying to fish here.
Well, I'm trying to fish too.
You can't fish with the sword. What are you trying to do?
Maybe you can't fish with a sword. I can.
Prove it.
Where the fuck are you?
Well, why don't you reel in a fish? I'll take it off.
No. My fish.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
No. It's gonna take a while, to be honest.
Quit that. Don't do that anymore.
No, I'm not doing it again.
No, don't do that. Quit it.
Fish big
How do
or
you
go
know?
home.
I hope you know, Aeon. You're wasting like 2,000 dram on becoming a giant like 10 times over.
I don't care. They're worth 300 each.
And no, this is like his 5th one.
5th. I've done like 10 today. Where is that fish? It's still way out there.
Fatty, get over here.
It's still way out there. Hey, Fatty! Hey, Fatty, come back here, Fatty!
Hey, you're the fatty.
What are you, some kind of fatty?
That's who you are.
I'm gonna be reeling forever. I don't know if I'll be able to get this thing in. I'm tired.
I'm gonna help these low levels down here. I'll snipe everything they try to attack.
I wish my dragon got big too when I was...
That'd be awesome.
I think I could almost cast all the way from here. Bet you I could throw that football over that mountain. I don't even know if I have a fish on. Seems like I do. Hey, little dragon. You want to do the fishing? I think it might be getting closer.
You're welcome. And you got any good colored dragons yet?
I got a desert green one that I'm breeding to try and bring out the purple.
Help me! He's trying to kill me! Help!
Help him! Help him!
I think I'll let you die.
There you go. We're not gonna let you die, Kev. Don't worry about it.
That's what you did last night.
Yeah, I did. It's fine. Here, come reel for me for a bit. This is gonna take me forever. I honestly don't think I'm ever gonna get this fish in. I don't know how far out I cast. Reel, yeah, paddle it. It's like watching a cat try to reel.
Hey, yeah, I can do two things for you at once.
Can you give me a blowy while you reel or what? You're disgusting. You sicken me. What would
You like it though?
What would your father think?
My father is not in my house right now, so it doesn't matter.
So it's time to jerk off some dudes in VR.
Yeah.
All right, I honestly, I don't even know if the line's moving. I thought it was moving, but it kind of seems like it's still there. Let's see if it's gonna break or if it'll get away. Maybe I don't have a fish on. Maybe that's why. Yeah, this is peak performance of mankind, Winston. You won't see it get any better than this.
Once they attack like something down there, I'm gonna. Oh. Nice.
Man, my shit's bugged right out now. Interesting.
Dude, I couldn't say, man. Like, I like them all. I'm a level 20 everything. I use every single class, like every 2 or 3 days. They're all very good classes.
What's up, Oscar?
Oh, hey, Aaron.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Right on.
I like the coloration on that dragon you got.
Yeah, he's not my peak performance model, that's for sure. But I got a couple good ones in there. One's I'm gonna try and get some purple out of it. It's got.
Where's your cod piece at?
Hey, thanks for the advice. I'm gonna go trout fishing.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I got 2 size 7s, and I'm trying to breed right now because I want to get
They're the big ones,
a size
yeah.
7 with the same recessives as this size 8, so I could breed those 2. Try to get a size 9.
Just kind of keep them going up in the sizes.
I've heard there's only size 8.
Oh, for real?
There might be further than that. I don't know. They don't want them to be too.
It might be. I don't know. But anyway, then if so, I'm also trying to get a size 8 tiger dragon and a size 8 mouse dragon.
Oh, a size 8 mouse would look cool.
Get some one.
I saw a size 1 mouse today. A size 1 mouse is like pretty. Or no, sorry, not mouse. The other one.
See? Oh no,
tiger. No tiger. So
I haven't seen anything smaller than a size 3.
So there was somebody out there with a size 1 tiger today, which was actually about the same size as a size 2 mouse. They had them out there side by side.
Size right now? The one.
My Sea Dragon is size 8.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And this is a size 6. This one. This is like one of the base ones. I need to.
If
He's
you
got
get any
slightly
good ones,
different
I'll buy it
colors.
off of you.
need
all
to-
of my good ones are being loaned out. Like I have a variety of size 7s, and they're all being loaned out to my guild, so they can bring with them.
Guess who's in your guild though?
No, you're not. You're not in anymore, X-Slayer. Quit thinking you're still an alphabet.
No. I'm in the guild. It says I'm in. You're right. I didn't even know.
Well, I think I'm just about. Yeah, I'm just about at that time. Or I'm gonna need to. Wow. Kill. I'm gonna need to get going for the day. As I mentioned, I have league tonight, so not able to stick around as long as I'd like to. Oh shit. Okay, so we'll save that to make sure that it is good to go and people can buy if they need to. And Winston, shame on you. You didn't remind me to check my potions. But it's okay, because I did. I did remember. So yeah, today and this weekend is going to be a mix of stuff. There's so many new players on with the free weekend that I'm going to have to kind of just balance between stuff because I do really like helping people out. I like the joy that people get when you give them a little handy. I like the joy that people get just from figuring something out in game, and like when they nail that spell that they've been trying at, it's like pretty awesome. I'm going to keep breeding the dragons out. I'm really hoping that I end up with a bigger version of this guy with the same recessive purple, so that I can breed those two and try to get a size 8 dragon with that coloring, and then use the recessive to try and pull the purple out of it. So we'll get a size 8 with the purple coloring on it. That would be super awesome. And then yeah, these guys will probably be relegated to not doing a whole lot once that happens, but they are talking about adding in some pet storage, so hopefully that happens because it's pretty easy to burn through the space in your chest if you're filling it up with dragons and stuff. I kind of like that it's a once a day thing, and it's cool seeing what people have managed to pull out of their dragons with breeding. And hopefully we sell some more stuff. Namely those tile sets. I need to make a few more tile sets and pop them in there. I'd like to sell probably like maybe some mage stuff and some ranger stuff. For musketeer, I don't know if there's really a benefit to it. And apparently I need to get some more eyes. I ran out of lesser eyes at some point. I didn't think that would ever happen, but I guess that's a thing. And yeah, for potions, I was thinking I might want to make some other stuff, like maybe a speed potion or luck potions. And for those, I'm going to need some more catfish for both. Eels I'm good on. Sunfish I'm good on. Protos and spores I'm good. Plains helm, cactus, axolotl, cloakfish, axolotl. So let me see. The catfish situation, probably a little bit more on the limited side. Yeah, I can go catch a bunch of catfish. Cloakfish, I don't have a lot of them, but I got enough that I can make like 8 luck potions. Speed potions require clownfish. I've got quite a few of those, so we could do some of those as well. I'm going to need catfish as well for that. So basically, catfish and Zadazaran are my 2 main things. So tomorrow... Yeah, I think tomorrow. I want to make these ones and get them in there aging. And aged luck potion will be good. I don't know if speed potions can age. I'm not really sure. I'd have to do a little bit of research into that before I spend my time on it. But anyway, so we got a few things we want to do in game. I wouldn't mind doing some shard dungeons if some groups come up. It's going to be a little bit tricky because while I do think that there will be some people playing and doing the shard dungeons. Excuse me. Oh my god. I'm falling asleep. Well, I do think there will be people doing the shard dungeons. I think that there's going to be sort of that limitation because of people helping each other out and whatnot. Right now, there's like 190 people in game, active in game, and that is probably about 100 more than there usually is at this time of day. Usually right now is sort of like a dip in who's online because it's sort of that period that's sort of right in the middle between your Europeans logging off for the night and the North Americans popping on for the night. So I'm hoping to see. I kind of want to check on this a little bit later tonight and see what the stats are looking like. But I think generally speaking, over the course of this weekend, we should see like 3 to 4 times the average player base, maybe even more than that. And with that many people running around, it's going to offer a lot of possibilities for maybe me hopping on with one of my lower level characters, like my musket, and playing my musket, leveling it up a little bit. Not really sure. I mean, I've kind of wanted to hang on to one of my characters, but I think it's kind of not really something I want to do too much of right now. It does take a while to grind through some stuff, but it might be okay. Like, what level is my musketeer? I'm pretty sure he's pretty low. Yeah, level 8. So I mean, we've got quite a bit of a way to go on that character, and I mean, my ranger is only slightly higher than that. My mage is like level 17. So depending on what people are doing and stuff, I may end up helping some other people out. With my musketeer at level 8, I could go and just stand by the dungeon, the level 8 dungeon, and help people out there for a while. And doing that isn't a bad idea because it's a way for me to farm dies in a much safer manner and still be getting XP for that character. And I think that's kind of the thing, like a lot of the activities that I may consider to be like low level, not so great activities, there are also still ways for me to get dies in game, and the dies I can sell and stuff, so that's pretty good. All right, I am out of here for the day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Later.